a friend or somebody in your life that's ever said to you, I wish that you could see yourself through my eyes. I wish that you could see how wonderful you are through my eyes. If you ever had a friend like that, if you ever had anybody, just anyone in general, look at you and say something like that, I want to really talk about that here. I want to talk about self-love and self-appreciation. Because I feel that in order to truly appreciate the love that you get from the people in your life, you first have to look at yourself through their eyes. That's one of the key ingredients to understanding self-love and really knowing self-love and loving yourself, is looking at your life through somebody else's perspective. You got to take a look at your life through the eyes of everyone around you, whether they're acquaintances, whether they're friends, whether they're your girlfriend or your brothers, your sisters, your boyfriend, what have you. Look at yourself through their eyes. Just take the time and tap into that empathetic part in yourself, which we all have. We all have an empathetic side to us that we are able to to really look at a perspective from somebody else. Look at yourself through somebody else. It's almost like walking a mile in their shoes, only you're not walking a mile. You're just standing for a few seconds. So stand a few seconds in the eyes of every single person around you and ask yourself, how beautiful am I? How amazing of a person am I? How good of a person am I? Because if these great people that I obviously see great, see me as this amazing person, if the people in your life see you that way and you look at them that way, shouldn't you look at yourself that way as well? You chose these people to be in your life. You accepted these people in your life. That means you went by your judge of character and you see them as good people. So if good people tell you that you're a good person, don't you think that means something? It's got to mean something. Because a good person wouldn't just say stuff that just fly out their ass and just, you know what, I'm just going to say you're a good person because it sounds right. No, they're saying it from the heart. A genuine good person will tell you something honestly and from the heart. And they won't hold back. Most of them don't. A lot of us have brutally honest friends that, yes, they can be a pain. Yes, they can get on our nerves, but guess what? Those brutally honest people in your life are going to tell you like it is every single time. And at the end of the day, you're going to thank them for it. So instead of just thanking them at the end of the day, take a minute. Look at yourself through their eyes. They love you. They care about you. You should too. I talk a lot about empathy and being an empath and having empathetic feelings because I feel that empathy is probably the greatest weapon that will help you on the journey of self-love. That's one of the greatest tool, if not the greatest tool you could ever have on the path of loving yourself. Because that's basically what self-love is. Self-love is just being able to say, I love myself. I love who I am. I love me. And that's not a selfish thing. Loving yourself is not a selfish thing. If you can't love yourself, how can you ever see how much someone else loves you? How can you ever see how much other people in your life appreciate you if you don't appreciate yourself? If you don't appreciate the gifts that you get every day, you don't appreciate the gift of life that you get every time you wake up. So if you can't appreciate that, then how could you ever truly love who you are if you can't appreciate how everyone else sees you? And by everyone else, I don't mean everyone in the world. We're obviously not out to impress the world because you can't please everybody. You're never going to please everybody. You're never going to satisfy the whole world. But if you have a positive impact on every single person that is in your life, everyone that is chose to be a part of your life, if they look at you and truly see something great, if they miss the days that you aren't there if they feel the effects of when you aren't there, then that should truly mean something. That should truly show you how much of an impact, a good impact, you are having on these people's lives. They miss you when you're gone. They smile and rejoice when you show up. Those are the type of people that you want to keep around, because those are the ones that are going to teach you about self-love. Because 9 times out of 10, those people that love you that much, they're practicing on loving themselves, and they probably love themselves already. That's why they're able to share their love with you. They are sharing that energy with you. They are giving you an energy that you may desperately need. They're helping you get out of that dark place. They're your cheering section. Whoever they are, your friends, family, whoever. They are there for you. They love you. That love is supposed to teach you to love yourself. And you should love yourself, especially if you have that kind of an impact. Why wouldn't you love the good things you're doing? People that run homeless shelters or children's hospitals. These are people that these people love themselves because of what they're doing for people that are less fortunate than them. One of the greatest things you can do is help pull somebody out of a dark place. Everyone you know is in some kind of dark place. If you can somehow get them 1 inch closer to that light at the end of the tunnel, if you can help them take at least 1 or 2 more steps forward, you've done something for that person. You truly have. And when you do good things for good people that deserve it, if that ain't worthy of self-love, man, then I don't know what is. I really don't. Self-love comes from acknowledging all the mistakes that you've made in life. It comes from knowing that, yes, maybe you might not have been the best person in the past, but you're working on it in the present, and you're determined to be the person that you want to be in the future. You are going to get there. This is a determination. It is a mindset that you have to have, because self-love in its own is a mindset. It depends on your mindset. If your mindset is still stuck in the before, if your mindset is still stuck in the past, who you used to be, then you will never truly learn to love yourself, because you haven't forgiven the old you. You haven't forgiven yourself for whatever it is that you feel you've done. And if you can't forgive yourself, then you obviously can never love yourself. You ever hear the saying that forgiveness is not for the person that hurt you? Forgiveness is for you. Forgiveness is for you because that forgiveness will help you heal. You are forgiving who you used to be because you've acknowledged it. You forgive it because it's already happened. You can't hate something that's already happened. You can't hate your past. Your past has already happened. It was already the present. That's gone now. The old you is gone. You have to leave that behind in order to truly appreciate who you are today. And that's one of the biggest issues also, is we tend to find ourselves clinging on to our old selves. We tend to find ourselves clinging on to our old ways, like our old bad habits, whether it's procrastinating or your narcissistic tendencies or whatever it is. Just any negative thing that you used to do, you harbor on it. You dwell on it. Even if you don't do it anymore, you still find yourself dwelling on it. You're still stuck in that dark place. You have 1 foot in that dark place while the rest of you is trying to get out into the light. Let yourself walk out into the light. Enjoy that sunshine. Taste that daylight air. Smile at that light at the end of the tunnel. You reached it. You reached it because you're here now. You made it to where you need to be right now because you've acknowledged who you used to be. You acknowledge the past. You learned from the past. Now it's time to start learning. It's time to continue learning. Life is one big lesson, and it's going to continue and go on until the day that you die. So the fact that you woke up today, that should be enough for you to love yourself tomorrow, when you wake up tomorrow, and the day after that, and the day after that, because you wake up tomorrow, you woke up today with the same people in your life that were in your life yesterday, and they still cheering for you. They're still rooting for you. They're still telling you, hey, don't give up, man. Don't give up. You can do it. I got faith. Don't quit. It may seem like that's the best route. It may seem like going backwards is the best route, but it never is. Quitting is never the best route. You're going to lose. Yes, you're going to lose. In life, you will lose. In life, we all inevitably lose in life because we all die. Every one of us. All of us are on borrowed times. It don't matter how old or how young you are. But the best thing you can do is make good use of the time that's given to you. And as long as you still got time left, that should be another reason to start loving yourself. Love who you are. Love the fact that you're going to take advantage of the time that God gave to you today and the time he's going to give you tomorrow. If you take anything from this video, I want you to take 3 things. I want you to take 3 steps on the path to self-love. There are 3 steps that I feel will get each and every one of us on that right path. Step number 1, accept and acknowledge who you were. That's the first step. Number 2, embrace and appreciate the person that you are. So that way you can get to number 3. And number 3 is preparing yourself for the person that you are about to become. So I'm going to rewind that in a quicker sense. Accept and acknowledge who you were, love and cherish who you are, and prepare for who you're about to become. Folks, if you've reached the end of this video, I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. Also, if you are new to this channel, don't be a stranger. Hit the like button, subscribe, and share. And in case nobody else tells you, I'll tell you. I love you. I'm proud of you. Keep it up.